Yes, I'm ready, Mayor.
So it has only been 2 weeks since my last live broadcast with the cabinet, but a lot has happened in that space of time. We have seen some decrease in our daily numbers, which as of today stands at 2,160 positive cases. 3,040 people are under quarantine, and the deaths in the city of Plainfield have risen to 104. The COVID-19 curve hit its apex on April 20th, 2020, and has been on the decline ever since, which is a very good sign. This can be attributed to the strict controls that were put in place, such as social distancing, enhanced hygienic practices, and the closure of businesses, schools, team sports, and recreational programs.
Solo ha sido 2 semanas desde que nos vimos la vez pasada y hemos visto una bajada en lo que es los números diarios de casos, pero hasta hoy son 2,160 casos positivos, 3,040 personas que están en cuarentena y las muertes en la ciudad de Plainfield han aumentado a 104 muertes. La curva del COVID-19 alcanzó su punto máximo el 20 de abril del 2020 y ha bajado todos los días desde entonces, lo cual es una muy buena señal. Esto se puede contribuirse a los controles que se pusieron, como el distanciamiento social, las mejores prácticas de higiene y cierre de empresas, escuelas, deportes de equipo y programas recreativos.
So even as the state moves toward a gradual reopening, we remain vigilant here in Plainfield. I want to emphasize that our demographics and culture are different from that of other municipalities. And one size does not fit all in the case of the city of Plainfield. I am disappointed that our school district made the decision to reopen Hubstein Field and its tennis courts. I don't believe that decision is in the best interest of public health. Let me remind everyone that our municipal parks will remain closed. Our pools will be closed for the duration of the summer. The July 4th parade, concert, and fireworks have been canceled, and the summer employment program from our budget. All of these steps have been taken out of an abundance of caution and to provide tax relief at a time when our homeowners are hurting financially.
Incluso mientras el Estado avanza hacia una reapertura gradual, permanecemos vigilantes aquí en Plainfield y quiero enfatizar que nuestra demografía y cultura son diferentes a las que otros municipios y una talla única nos sirve para todos, especialmente en este caso. Estoy decepcionado de que nuestro distrito escolar haya tomado la decisión de reabrir Hubstein Field y sus canchas de tenis. No creo que esta decisión sea en el mejor interés de la salud pública. Permítanme recordarles a todos que nuestros parques municipales permanecerán cerrados y nuestras piscinas permanecerán cerrados durante el verano. El desfile, los conciertos y los fuegos artificiales del 4 de julio se cancelarán en el programa de empleo de verano. Se eliminó de nuestro presupuesto. Todos estos pasos se han tomado por precaución y para dar al fiscal un momento en nuestros propietarios para aquellos que están sufriendo de daños financieros.
The county will be partnering with the city to expand testing into senior congregated facilities since the governor has identified those individuals as priorities for testing. And given that Plainfield has several hundred units of senior housing, one of our senior buildings was tested this past Monday and another one will be tested this coming Monday. As outlined in my phased approach for reopening municipal government, we will begin mandatory testing of all employees as a condition of fitness for duty. Employees have no choice in the matter as this impacts public health, and we want to make sure that the environment at City Hall is safe for the people who will be coming into City Hall. We will also make testing available to the dependents of employees, but we cannot mandate testing for dependents. Additionally, testing will be available to any and all residents who want to be tested at no cost to them. There will be a mobile walk-up and drive-up test site in parking lot number 7, which is located next to Scott's Drugs on East 7th Street. That testing for the public will begin the week of June 15th, and testing for employees will begin this coming Monday. The mobile test unit will be located in the City Hall parking lot for employees. All testing, as I said, will be at no cost to the employees or residents as long as you bring your proof of insurance or your social security card. As I mentioned briefly, we have made significant cuts in the city budget for 2020 in order to provide relief to our residents during these difficult times. Working with Council President Steve Hockaday and Chair of the Finance Committee, Charles McCray, we have made amendments to the budget to present a no tax increase budget. This is the first time in decades that this has happened, and it is out of recognition for the hardships being faced by many residents.
El condado se asociará con la ciudad para expandir las pruebas e instalaciones para que las personas de tercera edad, como dijo el gobernador, que estas personas están identificadas como las personas prioridades para hacerse las pruebas. Y dado que Plainfield tiene varios cientos de unidades de viviendas para personas de tercera edad, eso va a ser nuestro enfoque. Uno de nuestros edificios para personas de tercera edad fue probado el lunes pasado y será probado el próximo lunes. Como se describe en mi enfoque gradual para la reapertura del gobierno municipal, comenzaremos las pruebas obligatorias de todos los empleados como condición de aptitud para el trabajo. Los empleados no tienen otra opción en el asunto, ya que esto afecta la salud pública. También tendremos las pruebas a la disposición de los dependientes de los empleados, pero no podemos exigir que se realicen pruebas para los dependientes. Además, las pruebas estarán disponibles para todos y cada uno de los residentes que quieran hacerse la prueba sin ningún costo. Habrá un sitio de prueba móvil para subir en el estacionamiento 7 que se encuentra al lado de Scott's Drugs en la calle 7. Junio 15 comenzará las pruebas para los empleados y también todas las pruebas serán sin costo para los empleados o residentes siempre que traigan su seguro o su número o tarjeta de seguro social. Como mencioné brevemente, hemos realizado recortes significativos en el presupuesto de la ciudad para 2020 para brindar alivio a nuestros residentes durante estos tiempos difíciles. Trabajando con el presidente del Consejo Steve, presidente del Comité de Finanzas, hemos hecho modificaciones al presupuesto para presentar un presupuesto de aumento para presentar un nuevo presupuesto.
We are now accepting applications from residents for the relief applications for our relief fund, the Plainfield COVID-19 fund. So please go to our website at plainfieldnj.gov to fill out an application. You will need to supply proof of residency and proof of hardship. We are also accepting applications for the UEZ Small Business Fund. Applications are also on the city's website at plainfieldnj.gov.
Ahora estamos aceptando solicitudes de residentes para el alivio del fondo COVID-19 de Plainfield. Visita nuestro sitio web en plainfieldng.gov para completar tu solicitud. Debes presentar prueba de residencia y prueba de dificultades. También estamos aceptando solicitudes para el Fondo de Emergencia de Pequeñas Empresas del UEZ. Las solicitudes también se encuentran en el sitio web de la ciudad plainfieldnj.gov.
As the state of New Jersey continues to reopen its economy, the PMUA is looking to resume its former collection schedule and normal operations. Please be advised of the following. Beginning the week of June 8th, the PMUA will resume recycling collection throughout the entire city. Beginning on Monday, June 15th, the PMUA will resume its regular collection schedule and full operations, including bulk waste pickup. Residents will be notified via social media and by robocalls.
A medida que el estado de New Jersey continúa reabriendo la economía, la PMUA está buscando reanudar su antiguo calendario de recolección y sus operaciones normales. Tenga en cuenta lo siguiente: comenzando la semana del 8 de junio, la PMUA va a reiniciar la colección de reciclaje en toda la ciudad. A partir del lunes 15 de junio, la PMUA va a reiniciar su horario regular de recolección y operaciones completas, incluyendo la recolección de basura y etcétera. Los residentes serán notificados a través de las redes sociales y las llamadas robo.
So at this time, I'd like to speak to an incident involving members of our law enforcement that took place yesterday and has been making the rounds on social media. Let me first say that I do not interfere with the day-to-day running of the police department. Our police force has been very proactive in facilitating community police initiatives so as to get closer to our residents, and they have a respectful working relationship with the community. I must add that our Plainfield PD has been doing an excellent job ever since I took office back in 2014. They have worked cooperatively and collaboratively with my administration and with the community, and they have made a significant difference in terms of how our city is policed, to the extent that they have driven crime down significantly and have created an environment that has been conducive to businesses wanting to come here. And we currently have $1 billion in economic development as a result of the safe environment that has been created. So I support our Plainfield police officers 100%.
Me gustaría hablar sobre un incidente que incluyó a los miembros de nuestra aplicación de la ley, que tuvo lugar ayer y está circulando en las redes sociales. Permítanme decir primero que no interfiero con la función diario del Departamento de Policía. Nuestra fuerza de policía ha sido muy proactiva a ayudar las indicativas comunitarias y las policías para acercarse a nuestros residentes, y ellos han tenido una buena relación de lo que es el trabajar respetuosamente con nuestros residentes. Nuestra policía ha trabajado de una manera increíble en la ciudad de Plainfield y ha sido un gran apoyo para mi administración y han bajado el crimen en Plainfield de una manera muy significativa. Entonces yo primero quiero dar mi apoyo a la policía de Plainfield y gracias por su esfuerzo y los apoyo al 100.
A little over a week ago, our nation was subjected to the horrific sight of a man who we now know as George Floyd being suffocated to death under the knee of a Minnesota police officer. The incident sparked worldwide protests and has led to the arrest of all of the officers that were involved. That incident was so barbaric, so horrible. Every time good people look at that video, they can't help but cringe and tears just come to your eyes. It was so horrific. And so I have to speak out very strongly, very firmly about how horrific that incident was. And I think that the rest of the nation is in agreement with the position that I have taken on the issue. When we look at all of the protests that is occurring all across the nation, people are united. They have come together, black, white, Christian, Jews, Asians, people of all stripes, all races, all creeds, have come together because of the horrific nature of the murder of George Floyd. And it is something that I am asking every decent human being to stand up and speak out. And there must be a call for justice as we continue to confront these issues of brutality that we watch played out on national television. So let's be united and let's call for justice. No good person can watch what we all saw with our naked eyes and think that there was anything good about that. That was murder, it was evil, plain and simple, and must be condemned.
Hace poco más de una semana nuestra nación fue sometida a la horrible visión de un hombre llamado George Floyd. Él murió ahogado bajo la rodilla de varios policías. El incidente provocó una protesta mundial y ha llevado al arresto de todos los oficiales involucrados. En este momento las emociones se están agotando, ya que décadas de injusticia han causado una gran frustración. Pero quiero decir que en estas protestas lo que podemos ver es que hemos visto personas cristianas, judías, blancas, personas de color uniéndose, de todas razas, de todo tipo de color, diciendo, levantando su voz por justicia. Y yo les pido a cada persona que pueda levantar su voz hacia a una injusticia como esta. Una persona decente que ha visto el video no puede decir que eso no fue una muerte cruel, que eso no fue literal alguien asesinado de una manera cruel. Y yo les pido que en este tiempo nos unamos y podamos levantar nuestra voz por la justicia.
Right now, emotions are running high as decades of injustice have caused immense frustration. But I want to say that Plainfield is not Minneapolis, and we should not rush to judgment. No one should attempt to conflate the incident that occurred a couple of days ago in Plainfield with what happened in Minneapolis. So I'm calling on everyone who has seen that video of the incident that happened in Plainfield to understand that our police officers, they do their best each and every day. And no one should try to conflate that with what happened in Minneapolis. The Plainfield police were making an arrest, and during the course of that arrest, the suspect sustained an injury to his arm that required immediate medical attention. That was facilitated by the department in a timely fashion. Based on communication from the police department, appropriate notifications were made internally and to the professional standards unit within the Union County Prosecutor's Office.
En este momento las emociones se están agotando de ya décadas de injusticia que han causado una gran frustración. Pero quiero decir que Plainfield no es Minneapolis y no debemos apresurarnos a juzgar a nuestra policía, ya que nuestra policía hace lo mejor que ellos pueden cada día. La policía de Plainfield estaba haciendo un arresto y durante el transcurso del arresto el sospechoso sufrió una lesión en el brazo que requirió atención médica inmediata. Esto fue facilitado por el departamento de manera oportuna sobre la base de la comunicación del departamento de policía. Se hicieron notificaciones apropiadas internamente y la unidad de normas profesionales dentro de la oficina del fiscal del condado de Union.
So our police director has informed the press that the investigation has been turned over to the Union County Prosecutor's Office so as to make sure that we maintain the trust that our community has in our men and women of the Plainfield Police Division. The decision was made to have this matter investigated directly by the prosecutor's office, especially given the unrest that has been sparked by the George Floyd incident. I have faith that the investigation will proceed fairly, and until there is a finding, I will not speculate on the actions of the officer. It would not be fair to any of the officers. I ask that you afford them the same opportunity and let the prosecutor's office conduct its own independent investigation.
Nuestro director de policía ha indicado que para mantener la confianza que nuestra comunidad tiene en los hombres y mujeres de la división de policía de Plainfield, se tomó la decisión de que este asunto será investigado directamente por la fiscalía, especialmente debido a lo que pasó con el incidente de George Floyd. Tengo fe que la investigación va a proceder de manera justa hasta que haya de una manera justa, y les pido que no especulemos sobre las acciones del oficial y les pido que les brinden la misma oportunidad.
There will be a peace and unity rally this coming. We will gather at Library Park and we will walk over to City Hall. This will be a peaceful and orderly gathering to show solidarity for the movement demanding justice, equality, and an end to systemic racism. Please consider joining this peaceful rally on Saturday. But let me make it very clear that what you saw on television over the past several days, that has no place in terms of the rioting and the looting. That kind of behavior has no place in Plainfield. We are a peaceful, law-abiding community. Our men and women in the police department, they serve this community very well. They have abided by the oath that they have taken to protect and to serve. And I call on all peace-loving individuals to come together in solidarity so that we could bring about the change that we need in order to end the systemic racism that has been plaguing us for so many years. But let's come together and let's do so peacefully. Let's do it the Plainfield way.
Habrá un rally de paz y unidad este próximo sábado. Nos vamos a reunir en Library Park y caminaremos hacia el ayuntamiento. Será una reunión de paz y ordenada para demostrar solidaridad con el movimiento que existe, con el movimiento que exige justicia, igualdad y el fin del racismo sistémico. Por favor, considera unirte a nosotros. Lo que vieron en la televisión, que hubieron lugares que se quemaron, personas que robaran diferentes lugares alrededor de la nación, eso no tiene ningún lugar en Plainfield. Nosotros somos una ciudad de paz y este movimiento va a ser en paz. Entonces, aquellos que quieren unirse de una forma pacífica, vamos a hacer este rally, pero nos vamos a unir, pero el centro va a ser paz.
And I'm asking all of you who plan on being there on Saturday to wear a face covering or wear a face mask. We will have masks available for distribution as well if we see anyone who is not wearing a face covering. So please continue to follow social distancing guidelines and protocols as advised by the health department and stay safe as we work to bring our numbers down even lower and beat COVID-19 once and for all. Let us not relax our protocols, our good hygienic practices. Let's keep COVID-19 down and out of our community. Let's restore Plainfield to a sense or a state of normalcy.
Si planean estar ahí, les recuerdo que se pongan la mascarilla y también si no lo tienen nosotros vamos a proveer, pero es muy importante que puedan seguir las pautas y protocolos del distanciamiento social según aconsejado por el Departamento de Salud y mantenerse seguro mientras trabajamos para traer nuestros números aún más bajo y vencer el COVID-19 de una vez por todas.
At this time, we will take any questions that are out there. We will do our best to answer those questions. I have Director of Economic Development, Valerie Jackson, on screen with me. Also, we have Director of Health and Social Services, Shep Brown, and we have Jennifer Andeline from our Communications Department, and she will help us with translating the questions that may be coming in. And of course, we have Kathleen Agelshi, who does a wonderful job of translating for us every week. So are there any questions out there, Jennifer? You're on mute.
Sorry. There are no questions at this time, Mayor.
Well, that brings us to the end of this evening's broadcast. I want to thank Kathleen and Josh and the entire Medes Church for their continued partnership and for all that they do to make sure that we bring a quality broadcast to our community every week. So I thank Medes Church for the partnership that we have established. May God continue to bless you and your families. May God bless Plainfield and keep us safe. Thank you and good night.
Bueno, este es el fin de esta transmisión. Quiero agradecer a mi equipo, también quiero agradecer a Josh y a Katy y a todo Medes Church. Que Dios los bendiga, que Dios bendiga a Plainfield, que descansen y que tengan una muy buena noche. Dios les bendiga.
Thank you and again, good night.
Gracias y feliz noche.
Good night.
Mamá, papá. El censo ya llegó. ¿Y es una oportunidad que solo se lleva a cabo cada 10 años?
Llénalo hoy mismo.
Hazlo por internet, por teléfono
O por correos.
Tus respuestas están protegidas. Y por ley, nadie puede compartir tu información personal. Llena el censo hoy. Te conviene a ti. Y nos conviene a todos.
Llena el censo hoy. Dale forma a tu futuro. Empieza aquí.
What can we do to make an impact in our community? We can share our knowledge, be leaders, or simply participate in the 2020 census. The census wants our community to be counted accurately. That count informs decisions that affect funding for hundreds of programs, like Medicare, daycare, and arts education. When the community comes together, anything is possible.
Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov.